Welcome, welcome to this beautiful fall day here. Thank you for being here live. Thank you for joining us online. We're going to start with one of the most important words in the world.
Morning, Concordia. Good morning. My name is Carla Joyce. To start with that, I am one of the practitioners here, and I have the privilege of being your host this morning. And so, welcome one and all, and for welcome to everyone here and also online, those of us joining on Facebook. And Concordia means where many hands and hearts come together as one. And so for our new guests, be sure to see a greeter and get your gift that we have for you. And also, our mission here at Concordia is to provide spiritual tools for personal and global transformation. Our purpose is to awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence. And our vision is a world that works for everyone. Also, I want to just mention these connection cards. They're red this month. And so this is a great way for you to stay connected to us. You can put your information on the front. And more importantly, on the back side, there is space for you to put in a prayer request. So we are a prayerful community, and we welcome your prayers, and we hold them in our hearts all week. So as the greeters come around with the baskets at the end, you can drop the connection card in there. And afterwards, you can join us for fellowship downstairs after the service. We have snacks and beverages and lovely conversation. So, welcome each and all, and I know that each one here is blessed already by the celebration today for all that transpires downstairs in fellowship and upstairs in AV and here in the sanctuary with our musicians and our singers and with our special guest speaker. I know the message is heard, received, it is inspiring, and each one is touched. Each one's consciousness is expanded and opened and receiving all of the good that is flowing through this service here today. I say, blessed be, and so it is.
We invite you to take a breath. This place.
behind everything. My name is Brian Fisk. I'm a practitioner here at the center. And I offer this affirmative prayer this morning with its purpose being my realization, my realization, what I make real from the presence that's in back of all things. And I offer you, if that works for you, to accept these words as your own, and to contemplate for a few minutes right now what that might mean to you. Because every single one of us has a different version of what that presence is. So I invite you to bring it forth into this space and give yourself a few minutes. And I'll be right back with you. Beyond what I believe, this is what I know. That there is a presence in back of all things. And this presence is omnipresent, meaning it is in absolutely everything and everyone. It is my life as I believe and know that there is only one life. And I am an individualized aspect of that one life. I accept this truth and knowing that I am one with this. There can be no separation. That every action in my life is an expression of one. That expression is the love of this presence, in perfection unfolding exactly as it is meant to be. I know that love is the ultimate expression of self-givingness unto oneself. As God is all there is, I am one with God. I know that this expression reveals itself as my thought, manifested in the world in so many beautiful ways. And the more that I realize this truth, the more my life unfolds in perfection, in alignment with the way I know my heart wants it to be. That is the realization of my life as God in this moment, as it is for each and every one. I take this truth to heart in deep gratitude, knowing that in this service it is expressed individually and as a community that reveals itself as one life, as one beautiful community called humanity, that has dignity and grace for each other, that holds each other in love and peace and harmony right here, right now. This gratitude makes a sense of happiness from inside, a hope that by one gift that I give to myself, of peace and joy and harmony with someone else, I realize that I am the conduit through which God expresses itself this way. And I know that the law acts on these words and carries it forth in so many ways I need not be concerned with, into the real place called life. I release this into that law, and I know it is done right here and right now, and together we say, and so it is.
So it is.
I have the honor of introducing our speaker today, who is Reverend Dr. Robert Brzezinski. Reverend Dr. Robert Brzezinski holds a Master's in Consciousness Studies from Holmes Institute and a Doctorate of Divinity from Emerson Institute. He is an ordained minister of religious science and considers himself a lifelong student of transformational leadership. He is currently the spiritual and creative director of New Thought Media Network and serves on the board of directors for the affiliated New Thought Network, the executive board of the International New Thought Alliance, and the board of regents for the Emerson Theological Institute. Busy man. Dr. Robert is passionate about exploring the emerging experience of virtual community as a form of spiritual activism. He feels called to serve those seeking to create the life they truly desire. He is a dynamic spiritual leader, passionate professional speaker, and teacher. As a personal coach, spiritual business consultant, and visionary thought leader, he continually finds ways to share the New Thought philosophy in paradigm-shifting ways. You can find Robert on his website at www.reverendbriz.com. Learn more about New Thought Media Network at www.ntmedia.org and also on YouTube, New Thought Media Network. So please give a warm welcome to Dr. Reverend Robert Brzezinski.
Hello again, dear ones. Thank you so much for inviting me back. It's wonderful to be with this community again. And I had the pleasure to rewind a little and go back and listen to the talk that I shared with you just a few months back. Today is going to be a little different than that, perhaps. And I'm going to need you to help me along a little bit with this one. And this will become clear as we go along today. The first thing I need you to know, I love you. I mean, I really, really love you. I love that you're on this planet, and I love who you are in this world. And so the first thing I need your help with is I'd like you to look to someone around you, and whether verbally or silently, just say, I love you. I love you. Now, for many of you, you may have come into the room with someone that you say that to every day. So we're gonna, and you're ahead of me, look around the room and share that love with someone else, and someone else. And what we're going to do here today is we're going to create a vibration of love. We're going to create a nexus, a powerful center of love that can radiate out into the world. I believe our planet right now, our society, the human consciousness, more than anything, could use a bit more love. So I want you to know that you are loved. And I don't want to lose track of our topic of the day. The theme this month is transcendent purpose, and I love that. We have a transcendent purpose that I am going to invite you to join into throughout this talk. And originally, I did that minister thing that I kind of let you in on a little bit last time. I did that minister thing of forgetting to submit my talk title and description. And your team there is so wonderfully forgiving with their reminders and that little nudge that said, okay, it's now or never, or we're going to make it up and tell you what you're talking about. And so I shared the talk title, Islands of Peace, A New Thought on New Thought. And what I began to do was to create an idea of taking a look at where New Thought began. Truly, almost 200 years ago, are the earliest writings that we can find that point to what New Thought is becoming and has become already. So in just under 200 years, this philosophy has evolved from one that was primarily based on physical healing, personal physical healings, and one that I believe is now being called to stand more powerfully as an agent for cultural healing, for societal healing. And I had these great plans to talk about where we came from and give you a little bit of history lesson, not as much as what you get in the roots class, don't worry there. And then a little bit of an understanding of where I see this, or the movement, the organizations, the people, the places that comprise this powerful demonstration in today's world. And perhaps even cast a vision for the future. But then life happened. And life happened in a way yesterday that perhaps touches just a little too close to home for me. And I would imagine being several hundred miles away from North Carolina, you may or may not have heard what happened there yesterday. It was a shooting. There are people that are no longer with us on this planet because of that shooting. And it hits home because I have family in the area. I've eaten at that restaurant. I have family in the area that blessedly didn't know what was happening and wondered why late at night I'm sending text messages checking in on everybody. I want everybody to be fully aware that what I share today is not political. This is about human rights. This is about our right to be human and to walk the streets and to eat in restaurants and go to the supermarket without looking over our shoulder, without having to have situational awareness of where the exits are, to not question in our own minds people that are wearing black. There's a man arrested in Colorado this week for wearing what was referred to as tactical colors. I understand what tactical gear might be, and I know what that looks, but what is a tactical color? Black? The idea of islands of peace is something that I picked up a little while ago now. And truly, I thought I saw it in a book, and I went back and I reread the book that I believed I saw this phrase in, Islands of Peace, and it's not in that book. And I began searching other books for this phrase, Islands of Peace, and I can't find it. I don't know where I read it. And I'm beginning to question whether I made it up or whether I made it up. And what I want us to come to is an understanding that we are each an island of peace. Now that concept may be easy to grasp in the New Thought community. We teach that as I increase the vibration within myself, as I increase my consciousness, as I expand the way I look at things, as I change the way I look at things, I can move into a more peaceful state of being. And a while back, a friend of mine shared a quote that I've become fond of as well. And that is that being peaceful is letting go of the insistence that there's something wrong here, even if there's something wrong here. An individual with a high-powered rifle sitting on a boat, taking aim at a restaurant full of people, seems to qualify for me as something wrong here. And yet to be peaceful, I have to let go of the insistence that that is something wrong. A little bit of a paradox for us to play with this morning, no? As religious scientists, as those that follow the science of mind, as those that are walking the new thought path, whether today is your first day with us and you're sitting here wondering, oh my God, what in the world did I just walk into? Yeah. Or if you have one of those practitioner souls around your neck and you've been doing this work, or not, and have been doing this work for a while. Today is the day that we are being called to take a greater stand as demonstrations, as avenues, as conduits of the divine, of divine truth than ever before. You're going to hear it's already begun. We will hear pundits for days telling us that what we experienced last night in Southport, North Carolina, as a people. You're going to hear people tell us that it was wrong because of mental health issues. You're going to have people tell us that it's wrong because of guns rights issues. You're going to tell, I'm not sure how guns have rights, to be honest with you, but we can get to that talk on another time. They're going to tell you all the things that are wrong, that went wrong to create this situation. And what I believe is we have to be the voices that say, how do we make it right? How do we bring more love to the equation? How do we create a vibration that recognizes this person is a person? And in this country, we have a presumption of innocence, a presumption of freedom, a presumption of safety. And so the internet has already identified, tried, convicted, and all but crucified a resident of Oak Island, an island my parents live on, an island that I have visited many, many times. I feel as New Thought, we must be able to see that the divinity within that man is not gone, is not broken. There is a misuse of the understanding of how we live on this planet, and I am pained that once again we are being shown that for many, justice comes at the end of a gun. That we believe our way to solve our problems is with a firearm. As islands of peace, we are not separate. Islands of peace are not disconnected. So we have to unpack this a minute. I'm using this phrase, islands of peace, and it makes people think, well, what's the first thing you think of when you hear the word island? Is a piece of land in the middle of the ocean, all by itself, disconnected, and it's more expensive to fly there, or take a boat there, or get food there, or some islands are uninhabitable because there's no fresh water. And I believe what we forget is those islands are nothing more than mountaintops. We are those mountaintops. We have learned to climb beyond the fog. We have learned to climb beyond the limitations. And we have learned to stand at the mountaintops, be them islands or on, quote, solid land. We must be the beacons that share love and peace and a sense of security out into the world in whatever way we possibly can. I've written on this topic on my Substack that we build bridges, and that is where it is how it starts. And I believe that New Thought right now is in that space of building bridges. Building bridges between organizations, building bridges between communities. The internet has given us that pleasure, that opportunity, this great opportunity to connect our communities across the world in a unified vision for what we can be. Right now, I believe is the golden age of New Thought, because we are turning away from just getting myself healthy and getting into the world. For many, many years, I referred to myself as a religious science minister, or a science of mind minister. I now refer to myself as a New Thought minister. I believe we are all here to minister the philosophy of New Thought, the practices of New Thought, the principles of New Thought out into the world. And so with that, a dear friend of mine has recently kind of harped on me and given me this challenge that says, you start throwing that term New Thought around, people are going to ask, well, what is New Thought? New Thought is a positive spirituality that sees the divine within us, that teaches the creative power of thought, and helps us transform our lives while contributing to a brighter world. Want to hear that again?
Yeah.
I thought you would. New Thought is a positive spirituality that sees the divine within us, teaches the creative power of thought, and helps us transform our lives while contributing to a brighter world.
One more
We
time.
are New Thought. We're not that old thought that says, I gotta get mine, and then maybe I'll help you get yours. We're not that old thought that says, well, I got mine, so I'm good. Don't worry about you. We're not that old thought. And I heard this phrase recently at a conference. We are not old New Thought. We are a new expression of this thing known as New Thought. We are a more awakened expression of this thing called New Thought. We are a more alive expression. In 200 years, it would seem to me only natural that this philosophy and the way we show up, teaching it, sharing it, living it, has evolved. We are the living evolution of human consciousness, and our evolution of human consciousness is calling us to be more peace, to be more love on this planet. And I believe I saw it so eloquently put this past week in all places in a meme on Facebook. There is still some wisdom on that platform. And the meme was very clear, and it said, When the voices of hate are loud, the voices of love must be louder. I remember the words of Ram Dass in his book, Journey of Awakening. When they throw arrows, we throw back hearts. When the voices of hate are loud, we must be louder. When the voices of violence are loud, we must be louder. When the airwaves and the media tell us that everything is wrong and broken, we must be louder. And we have seen demonstrations in our popular culture this week of how when the American people, when voices rise together, corporations change. They shift. They listen to the people. And what I know more than anything is we are the people that we've been waiting for. So today, more than anything, we got to get loud, folks. We got to get really loud. We got to be willing to say that's not how it works when we see something that's not working. We've got to be willing to say, I love you, to strangers we don't know, to people we haven't met. And if anyone is not quite yet comfortable saying I love you to a total stranger in the supermarket, that's all right. You can send that love without words. You can just share a smile. You can just send that energetic vibration that says, I love you unconditionally. I may not approve of your behaviors. I may not agree with your beliefs, but I love you because I love that we live in a country where we can love each other like that. If you're in a comfortable space to close your eyes, I invite you please do so. And feel into the breath. It always begins with the breath. With that sense of circulation, of recognizing that there is a giving and a receiving that is happening here. We are creating an energetic vibration of our oneness, of our love, of peace, of prosperity, of abundance, of wholeness and connection. We are creating a vibration that is the living demonstration of the one light, the one power, the one presence, the one everything that is moving and breathing and having its being as my life and as the lives of everyone here, those online, those in the room, those that might find this at another time or perhaps even in another dimension, coming to this message from a perspective that deeply we are one. Deeply we are one. We are that one life. We are the voice of that one life. We are the hands and the heart of that one life. And we are here to live that life. And to let that life live as us. And so while I may have to, I feel like sometimes walk a delicate balance between being centered and being pulled into the events of my day, I recognize that our consciousness, this consciousness of oneness, is necessary in all those events. So every conversation I strive to be I choose to be the voice of the one. I choose to be the voice of that one power, presence, and intelligence that is all of peace, that is all love. It is by sharing that vibration of love that we let others know that they are not disconnected, that they are not separate from the one, that they are not broken or wrong, that they are loved as well. And so I get to love and I get to be loved. I claim for each one that deep sense of knowing that you are loved and you are here to love. like never before. For it is our love that lifts up the human consciousness, that drives the evolution of human experience. It all comes back to love. And so I sit in this revelation, I sit in this sacred space, ready and prepared to embody whatever it is that Spirit asks, however I may be called, to simply say yes to this divine opportunity to love like never before. With a grateful heart, I release this word into the dynamic law of life, that creative law of the universe that cannot return this word void, that is already operating upon this word, already bringing forward all the resources, all the people, all that is necessary to bring this word into form, into manifestation. I release this word into that law, and I let it be. And so it is. So it is. Thank you, Joyce. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thank you so much. So I invite you to stand, if you wish, as you're able, and use your voice along, if you wish, and take these words as your own. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I got the power, you got the power, we got the power. I got the power, you got the power, we got the power. I got the power, you got the power, we got the power. I got the power, you got the power, we got the power. I've got the power to make all my dreams come true. I got
Good morning again. So it is time for news you can use. And so we start with our superstar event. Woo-hoo! That's my favorite event of the year. So this is the time for the No More Hunger Walk. It is on Saturday, October 18th. It begins up the street at St. Mark's, and we walk down to Burnside Park and back. So it's just a little over 2 miles. And so this is where we raise money for many food pantries. This is why it's our superstar event. We give 10% of all our proceeds to West Bay Marketplace, and then we share with the other churches that we coordinate with to help stock their food pantries as well. So I would love to see you there at the walk. We have a sign-up sheet downstairs. We have flyers downstairs. You can go to our website to sign up, or you can see Gail or myself if you have any questions. The walk begins at 10, we arrive at 9, and we can get a team photo if we're there by 9:15. And it is just a fantastic event. When he was talking about the love, this is the event where Concordia spreads so much love with this event to all of those with food insecurities. So it is just near and dear to my heart, and I look forward to all of us coming together and making another successful year. And so next is sacred activism.
Wow, what a message, truly. Thank you, Dr. Brzezinski. Sacred activism is all about being able to learn how to demonstrate your healing and to manifest that healing into the world. So I love that message. It's not just about individual healing anymore. It's about expanding that healing to the world, and that's what we are doing in sacred activism. We are learning how to express it in the world, how to be the eyes, the ears, the hands, the feet, the heart of God. So our next meeting is October 18th. It's a Wednesday night. We will be breaking bread again at Judith Sutton's home. We start at 6 o'clock, and after that we talk about how we're manifesting in the world and what our next steps are. So come and join us. I'll give you the address. And today we are acting as learning how to be immigration accompaniment. So we're learning how to actually show up and how to respond to ICE. So we're doing something real, folks. Come do it with us.
Thank you, Tracy. That was Wednesday, October 8th. Thank you. And next is monthly men's breakfast. Yeah.
Morning, and I've been running a men's breakfast for quite a while now. It'll be on the 11th, second Saturday. All men are welcome, and their friends, and there will be bacon. And contrary to popular belief, men will be talking. Not required, but they will be joking. So please send it out to the greatest community you can possibly muster up. Come have some pancakes, bacon and eggs possibly, and some real time, a safe space. Thank you.
Good morning, Concordia. Good morning for those online. So we've had 4 potluck meals so far, and it has reaffirmed and inspired me to continue to serve Concordia. I had the good fortune of attending 2, hosted one, co-hosted with Laura on Wednesday, and there was one at Judy Sutton's house on Tuesday, and 2 luncheons yesterday one at Tracy's house, one at my house. And what's affirmed for me is the love that people have for Concordia, and these are folks that are regulars that have been coming recently, and folks that hadn't been here in a while. And the common message is that it's the community and the love that meets them here when they arrive. So we're just trying to spread that. We're trying to grow that in whatever way your voices tell us to grow that. And so we have one more dinner that's going to be happening on October 3rd at Carla's house. She's graciously hosting. But we also have the survey, and we really want to emphasize that we need to hear your voice. And the survey will give you an opportunity to share what inspires you to be part of a spiritual community and what aspirations you have for us to grow this community, and to share with others that will receive some of the same benefits that we're hearing from other folks that have attended these potlucks. It really has been a beautiful experience for me, and humbling, but more importantly inspiring to hear your voices and to hear what we can do to make this a bigger, more beautiful, and more inviting place for others that haven't experienced what Concordia means to us. So please attend the dinner at Carla's on October 3rd at 6 p.m. There's information downstairs, and you can also scan the QR code to take the survey. All you have to do is pop open your camera, and it'll open a link for you. Just tap that link, and then you can really give us your feedback. So please give us your thoughts, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Back again. But I don't have bacon this time. We're going to talk about conscious giving a little bit. Conscious giving is supporting this community in a material way, consciously. And having that be in alignment with your values regarding the expansion of this community and what we can do with it. There's so many ways to contribute. Specifically, we're asking for material contribution in this case. But participation in being here and being yourself, your individualized expression as it lightens up your heart, as things open up to you, is really, first and foremost, the most important conscious contribution you can make. Beyond that, we'd love to do a lot more things, and we all know how that works. So, could the greeters come up, please? There's a card in front of you, probably, that will give you an opportunity to contribute financially. And it says we are committed to making a reality the greater life that God is seeking to express through us, both individually and as a community. One tangible way to do that for our center is through our conscious financial giving, and that's what this is about at the moment. You can donate to our center either in person or online, and there's a QR code on here too. All information is confidential. So with that, we have a small affirmation that I would like to say that everyone here has said many, many times, and then you folks, please take this as it means to you. Divine love is me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate. And so it is. Thank you. So I'd like to bring this service to a close, but really an opening, because from here, we're going to take the positive affirmations that you have for this day out into the world. And please share and spread this around, this love, this self-giving of God unto itself as you. Recognize that in others. That's my request. Knowing that this has been done in perfection here today and unfolding the way that it absolutely should in so many ways, based on what I brought to it, what each individual has brought to this service. It was done in perfection, love, dignity, and grace. A powerful message. I know that each and every one will carry forward out into the day safely to whatever's next for you in a greater good. All well served to the highest good. And with that, I say so it is.
What do you want? What do you want to claim? Claim it.